the 2019 Vans Park Series World Championships in Salt Lake City, Utah, the state of sport. The Vans Park Series Pro Tour is the premier competitive series for park terrain skateboarding, the fastest growing discipline in skateboarding today. Combining all aspects of skate culture, street, and transition, the Park Series is home to the most exciting show in skateboarding. Hosted in the United States for the first time, this year's VPS World Championships will be held at the brand new permanent Vans Utah Sports Commission Skate Park, a legacy park terrain skateboarding facility designed and built for the Utah community. The competition for the women is tougher than ever before, as skaters Lizzie Armanto, Sakura Yosozumi, and Kokona Hiraki have all elevated their skating this season in hopes to take home their first Vans Park Series championship title. And with defending world champion Brighton Zoyner out due to injury, a brand new world champion will be crowned today. The Utah sun is beaming down on the brand new permanent skate park, and the best park skaters in the world are about to show us how it's done. The 2019 Vans Park Series World Championship starts right now.
Boys are throwing down out here.
Welcome, skateboarders from around the world. The time is now. We're going to crown some world champions today. This is the Vans Park Series World Championships, live from a brand new legacy skate park built in partnership with Vans and the Utah Sports Commission, a brand new perfect skate park for today's World Championships. I'm Chris Cote, this is Tony Hawk, and we are fired up. It's the World Championships. This is huge.
This is what we've been after the whole time, traveling around the globe, ready for this moment right now, and it's going off already.
We are going to go into the Women's World Championships first. But before we get to where we're at today, let's find out where we started. We're going to go way back to Shanghai, China, where it was the high-tech skateboarding of Sakura Yosozumi, who got the win down in Shanghai. An incredible display of skateboarding from Sakura. She'll be in the finals today. From Shanghai, we went down to Sao Paulo, Brazil, for a purpose-built legacy skate park battle. Indiar Asp from Florianopolis got the win down in Sao Paulo. And Tony, after that, we went to Paris. What did Indy do there?
Montreal, she was riding high, went up. We had Brazilian takeover in Brazil, obviously. It was her and Pedro. They both won the Montreal event as well. And they just had the support of the crowd. They had the lines, they had the tricks, and she killed it. And then we were off to Paris.
Sao Paulo, Montreal, Paris. Paris was a big one.
Paris was huge. Kokona really came into her own. She's the nose grind master. We saw her coming from Shanghai, where she was a little timid, not really so sure of herself, and then through those other events found her confidence and killed it in Paris, and then she was the winner. And now we're here in Salt Lake to the finals.
It all comes down to this, the World Championships of Park Skateboarding for the women today. And everybody's been pretty unanimous in their love for this new park. Tony, I know you skated this morning. This park looks real fun.
Yeah, it's real good, and it's got some vert walls, which I'm a big fan here. So I think it's got kind of the best of everything here, and we're going to see some of the most variety.
Well, we got the best park skaters in the world here today, and legends on the deck. And we got two of them right here, the Alex White and Chris Dune Pastris. What's up?
Thank you, boys. Yes, it's an honor to have Alex join us here on the deck. And Alex, I know you've been watching practice. We got the World Championships on the line. Who's skating well and why?
Oh my God, they're all skating so good, ripping up this World Championship Park Series. Park, Mami Tezuka is ripping, Grace is ripping. I am excited to see what they're going to throw down.
And what is the vibe on the park? Is it a favorite of the skaters this year?
Yeah, we're hearing everybody giving it rave reviews. This is a great Legacy Series park, and it's just going to be here for the rest of the time for Salt Lake City to enjoy.
All right, and we are getting fired up for the competition. We were watching the Birdman earlier, ripping. Props to you, Tony. Back to you guys.
Right on. Thank you, Alex and Chris. They'll be with us all day today to talk us through the action. Well, yesterday was an incredible day of skateboarding. A lot of carnage, but also a lot of brilliant skateboarding by some of the world's best females. Let's take a look at the qualifying rounds from yesterday. Video part right there. The state of women's skateboarding alive and well here in Utah. That was insane.
It was insane. Yesterday was just nonstop madness. There were a few injuries, but also a lot of really good skating. People are stepping it up for the finals.
Well, I feel like the level has been raised. Everybody knows this is the World Championship, so you got to go extra hard. And speaking of going hard, Indiara Asp went incredibly well yesterday until one vicious slam took her out of the competition. But before that happened, we're lucky enough to get a follow from the one and only Chris Gregson, who followed Indiara around this park. Tony, I know you were here for the opening of this park. I mean, Utah came correct. Salt Lake City, the Sports Commission, everybody came together. And this park right here, I mean, this is a park that is among the world's best.
It is, yeah. Actually, I came for the ribbon cutting, and it was already a full session happening. No one could wait for us to cut the ribbon.
Cement was barely dry.
It was, yeah, no, but it was really good. And you can tell it's got a little bit of everything. It's got some bang, and of course the wall plant, famous indie trick there. But it's got a little bit of everything. It's got some vert walls, it's got some bowls, really good hips, volcano, and then some of those bank wedges. We call those the boneless banks. But I think it shows how versatile everyone is.
Absolutely, and we want to say get well soon to Indiara Asp. And now, Tony, we've been having fun with this throughout this, entire season here on the Vans Park Series. But now it's serious. It used to be who to watch, who we want to see skate. Now it's who's going to win. No pressure. Birdman, make your pick.
Wow. Well, I think my pick is obvious. It would be Miss Lizzie Armanto.
I was going to say, yeah.
Because she's a veteran. It's crazy because I think of her as being so young, but she is truly a veteran of these events. And she's comfortable on every transition size, even the big vert walls. She's got something, even those small ones, mini ramp tricks. She uses her strategy where she will build on each run that she makes, where a lot of these skiers are a little bit green. They don't really understand that strategy, and she understands that she's going to get better and better. And also, I have a lot of peer pressure from the Birdhouse team, so I succumb to peer pressure. What can I say? It's Lizzie.
hey, you know, you got to make the picks, and that's a solid pick. Lizzie would be a great world champion. Well, for
Let's
my
just
pick,
say I don't want to get taken out of the group text, the Birdhouse group
and you
text.
would if you didn't
Yes.
make that pick. But that's
Yes.
a good one. Well, for my pick, I'm going with an 11-year-old. I know that sounds crazy, but the way Kokona Hiraki skates is well beyond her years. And she showed us her grit, her toughness yesterday. Literally smashed her face, got right back up, and kept skating, even qualifying in first place. She won Paris. She's full of confidence. And, of course, we all know Kokona as the nose grind master, so she is going to be fun to watch. And we have a potential for an 11-year-old world championship park skater, which is very exciting. Now let's go back to the deck where the Alex White is waiting. Alex, who's going to win the world championship today?
Well, my pick for the World Championship winner here is Mami Tezuka. She's 17 years old from Japan. She's got style, she's got power, she's been improving all year. And fun fact, she's a classically trained pianist. So you know she's got that composure and flow.
All right, well, playing piano, practice mates, perfect. You're not going to get hurt practicing piano, but I like the
clever
thread.
segue, though.
Yeah, I like the thread weaved in there.
Way to bring it in.
All right, well, those are our picks, and we'll see if any of those come true. We know we have 8 solid skaters in the final. Now let's talk about the format. We're going to stick with what works. We've been doing this all year long. So here's what we got for the finals format coming into the World Championships today in Salt Lake City, Utah. Top 8 skaters from a cut of 20. 4 runs each, 40 seconds max. You skate until you fall. And Tony, that first wall rebate is in full effect. 4th run only, but everything resets.
Yeah, I like that. It's kind of your own little best trick event. But also, the best run counts is unique in that some people just have to go all out. They just want that one, just to make one run, and that's the one that could win it instead of being more conservative. But we'll see what happens because some people, it's all or nothing for them anyway.
Love it. Well, we're getting fired up here. We got a packed house. The stands are absolutely full, and here are your finalists. We got a high percentage of a chance of a Japanese skater to get the win here as we have 4 of 8 finalists representing Japan. Quijano Ogawa, Cody Tamanaha, Grace Marhoffer, Sakura Yosozumi, Poppy Star Olsen, Lizzie Armanto, Mami Tezuka, and Kokona Hiraki, our 11-year-old skater out of Hokkaido, Japan, coming through as our top qualifier. So we're gonna start with our 8th qualifier and go all the way up to number 1. So Tony, I mean, what more can we say? Let's skate.
Game on.
We're going to start the World Championships here in Salt Lake City, Utah with Quijano Ogawa. She's 18 years old, representing Japan. One of our 4 Japanese skaters in the finals here, which is a huge statement to the advancement, the level that Japan is showing us here in female skateboarding.
Yeah, they have definitely stepped it up just from this season. Oh, look at that. Smith grind the lip slide. I'd say that's one of her more risky moves. And doing the first run. Oh, missing that backside blunt.
All right, so 40 seconds, Tony. Describe for those watching what it's like to skate this park for a full 40 seconds.
It's exhausting, especially at my age, but I'm not going to go into that.
When you're 18 or 11.
I'd say around the 25 to 30 second mark is where you start to really dig deep and go, do I have the energy to finish this? And it's hard, especially like right there. She's going to do one of her harder tricks near the end. That requires the most focus and the most energy, and that's a challenge.
Poppy Star Olsen representing Newcastle, Australia. She's 19 years old. She's run everything in Australia, and she's off to a good start in her first run here. She's got 30 seconds left.
Oh, no, missing that board slide.
Poppy just won the Red Bull Bull Rippers event in Marseille, so she's got to have some confidence, momentum coming in here to the World Championships here at the Vans Park Series, the final event. So for a lot of these skaters, and we saw it yesterday in the semifinals and prelims, I mean, it's all or nothing, right? I mean, your season could effectively be over for park skating today.
Well, you can see that these girls are not holding back. Like, even in their first runs, they're trying their hardest tricks. So much for the strategy of building upon each run.
From Mililani Town on Oahu, this is Cody Tamanaha. No doubt skates a lot at the Bonsai Skate Park. She is coached and sponsored by Hosoi, Christian Hosoi. He's on the deck right now, no doubt, giving her the Hosoi vibes as she's flying around the park.
She's got some of the harder tricks there, especially with this one, backside lip slide. You don't see too many of the competitors doing that, especially on the big wall.
The judges want to see you do your tricks far, long, slide them far, grind them far. Do high airs. You got to travel in each and every trick.
Oh, nice. Air to fakie, up the hip into a little crux.
All right, a
solid run. The first full pull run here.
Full 40-second run from Kodi Tamanaha. Mililani, a small town on Oahu, on the Hawaiian Islands. I bet she surfs good too. You can just tell the style there. She's got a lot of good flow.
It almost goes without saying in Hawaii, but.
All right, so that was a quick look back as scores come through. 73.20 for Kodi. That's enough to get her in the top spot for now. A lot of skateboarding left to come, but a great start. If you can get yourself on top of the board, you're going to be looking good. Here we go. Tony Hawk's pick for world champion Lizzie Armanto from Santa Monica, California. 26 years old, a vet in the skate game.
Oh, frontside invert on the big vert wall. That, like I said, she's comfortable on those big transitions. But she's got the mini ramp tricks too. Here we go. Is she going to do it blunt and not hold back? She is.
Oh, right into that corner. So doing tricks into corners and through corners like that pretty much doubles the difficulty of the trick?
Yeah, just the risk factor, the idea that your feet are going to move regardless, but once you're in that corner, to push through it, it's really sticky. And I'm honestly surprised. I feel like that set the tone that Lizzie is not going to be conservative at all. She's just going to do all or nothing here.
That's what you got to do if you want to win the title. So Lizzie Armanto out for now. Grace Marhoffer from Cocoa Beach, Florida, 16 years old, coming back from a pretty brutal injury, but she is looking like she is 100% absolute ripper. She didn't she didn't get to skate in 2018 due to that injury, and she did make the finals in Paris. She finished 12th place, but Grace usually very consistent, but unfortunately, you got to know that there's nerves.
Everyone's got
right?
a first run jitter there, so we're going to get through this first one. Second one is when people are going to start getting in the groove.
All right, from Hikoni Shiga, Japan, 17 years old, Mami Tezuka, owner of probably one of the best Smith grinds of the entire field, men or women.
Big hand plant there, too. Oh, no.
Nerves.
Everyone's got that first round jitters. The World Championships, I get it.
They get 4 runs, by design. So 4 runs. We will see Mami again 3 more times. So Mami Tezuka fans, don't worry. You're going to get more Mami coming up. Up next, 17 years old, from Wakayama, Japan, Sakura Yosozumi. She's been skating contests pretty much every weekend, all year.
Every contest I've seen her learn a brand new, very difficult trick, too. And this one's no exception. She's got a frontside blunt now, which I assume she's going to try at the end here. Oh, no, missing that 360.
She is definitely considered a tech sorceress. She's got every mini ramp trick in the books, but then you see her going in the deep ends. She's got good airs, too. She's a power skater.
Yeah, I think that she has a strategy in that she wants to strengthen her weaker points in terms of, like, she's got these really technical tricks, but didn't necessarily have the vert tricks. And now she's got the vert tricks. And now she's stepping up the difficulty of her mini ramp tricks.
Your #1 qualifier from yesterday from Hokkaido, Japan, 11 years old, Kokona Hiraki. Just wait for the nose grind. You know it's coming.
There's one.
Yep, there it is. Perfect every time.
Here comes another one. Pretty soon.
See that bandage on her face? She had a vicious slam yesterday.
Here we go. Frontside nose grind in the corner. Oh, man.
Every time.
I can't stress how hard that is going through a corner like that.
Did I mention she's 11 years old? Is that shocking?
Oh, no!
Wow. Now, if she can finish that run like that, we're looking at a potential World Championship run from Kokona Hiraki.
So seldom do you see anyone trying to slow down during their run, but you can see right there, she went into that crail slide and she had to de-pump to lose speed for the kickflip on the hip, which is, it just shows how dialed in she is, that she's got so much speed she actually has to slow down.
Her and Pedro Barros.
Yeah, I mean, that Pedro's the only other one I could say does that. Right there, that frontside nose grind. And then to come out of that and turn in the backside direction is very risky.
We have a new leader.
With a fall.
Even with 7 seconds left on the clock, Kokona Hiraki as expected, comes through blazing. Multiple nose grinds, got a beautiful Smith grind in the mix there. Almost got the kickflip at the end of that run, 74.57. So we're tight up in the first and second spot. Cody Tamanaha in second, Quijano Ogawa third, Lizzie right there in fourth. So some 40s, a couple, low scores there in the bottom line, but we've got 3 more runs from each skater, so big scores yet to drop. Here's what the judges are looking for. They are the best in the business. They're looking for you to just commit to your tricks. Do hard tricks. Be creative. Use the whole park. You got to do a combination of movers. You can't do the same trick over and over. You got to go fast. You got to, this line right here, Tony, emphasis on distance traveled. To me, that's the key line of this judging criteria.
Yeah, I think you can do a backside lip slide, but if you don't truly slide it, they're going to count you down for it.
They don't want to see mini ramp tricks per se. They want to see park tricks. Long grinds.
Round corners. Over gaps.
Quijano Ogawa back in the park for her second run. We got equal prize purse for men and women, 20 grand if you win this contest, and then you'll be able to say, I am the world champion of park skating. Boy, I like that little combo right there, out of the bowl, over the hip.
Oh, wow, that was that a blunt? It was almost like a salad grind to blunt. I think that kind of killed her speed, and that's what made her miss that frontside feeble afterwards.
So I like the setup that Quijano's got right now. And, of course, the judges, they're going to be sticklers about getting that full 40-second run. You see a 57.77 drop on the scoreline for Quijano. That's enough for third place for now. Again, a lot more skateboarding left to come. She goes and talks to Christian Hosoi. Poppy Star Olsen, Van's team rider from Australia. An incredible deep bowl skater. And she is definitely, every contest she just gets better and better, more consistent.
Yeah, you can tell Poppy is more comfortable on the bigger walls. That was solid, though. Transfer to board slide. Alley backside air, showing her vert technique.
Got to give a shout out to Poppy's mom. She's at every event with Poppy, cheering the loudest out of anyone in the crowd. Supportive parents make for boneless. Great skateboarders.
This is going to do it right here. What is the last trick? Fast plant.
How big is that vert wall right there?
It's big, but it's also on the uphill, so you actually have to sort of work your way up just to get speed there, which makes it extra hard. And I'm surprised that she would want to do something on that wall for her last trick when you're the most exhausted and you have to struggle the most for speed. But she pulled it off.
The crowd went wild. All the skaters on the deck slapping their tail against the coping. Great run for Poppy Star Olsen.
Look at this right here. It's solid. We call that an empire plant. And I was surprised on that lean to tail slide right there. That is not a wall conducive to that trick.
Score comes through a 78.97. We've got a skate contest on our hands. Poppy Star Olsen, your new leader. Now that is the score to beat, 78.97. Second place score for now is 74.57. Now we go back to Cody Tamanaha. She's got 40 seconds on the clock.
Nice frontside air. I don't want to be cliche, but that was truly Hawaiian style frontside air.
Yeah, and unfortunately right there, just kind of one of those transitional falls, maybe thinking about the next trick coming up, not paying close attention to the trick at hand. It happens. We see it even with the veterans of skateboarding. Cody will have 2 more runs. That score comes through an 11.53. Loved the start of that run, but just one of those unforced errors.
I think sometimes they're thinking so far ahead, they don't consider the moment.
Right.
And maybe a basic trick just falls apart because it's like, wait, this was point A to point B. This is not the thing I'm supposed to fall on.
That's when you see people falling on frontside grinds.
Or 50-50s. That's the kiss of death.
Lizzie Armanto from Santa Monica, California. A pro for Team Birdhouse since 2017. Super fast skateboarder. Obviously that trademark Lizzie style.
Here we go. Blunt right here around the corner. Dang, missing it again.
All right, so with 2 more runs for Lizzie, do you keep going back to that trick? Do you stay focused and stay in that zone of trying to get your run that you planned out?
Are you asking if
I'm
Lizzie
asking
would
you.
or
I'm
me?
asking you.
No, I'd want to make her run first.
Okay.
But I was more I was more of a competitor where I had a bit of a strategy. I applaud anyone that just says, I'm doing it all or nothing. And I think that Lizzie can still make it because she has that focus.
So we'll see what happens. Up and over to the backside, 50-50. Grace Marhoffer, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 16 years old, regular footer.
She's got a solid line here. That eggplant on the deep end.
I like her style too. You see those kind of like quiet arms down to her hips. Beautiful Smith grind through the corner.
She could use a few more tricks here, like through those corners, but everything else she does is solid and difficult. Final trick, invert. She's got a little bit of everything there.
All right, a full run for Grace Marhoffer. Her previous run of 5.83, so no doubt improving on that. I think the judges are going to like this. They like to see not only combination of maneuvers around the park, but when you actually do two tricks in one. You saw her get the grab disaster, quick things like that that get the judges psyched.
Well, it mixes it up too, because there's a chance that if you do a lip slide, you don't want to repeat anything. So doing a frontside air to disaster is a little bit of a version of that, but still a different trick.
73.07. You think Grace needs more tricks in that run?
Yeah, well, it's just spending a lot of time getting from point A to point B. So if she could do a couple of little moves on those smaller walls, that would help her out.
Mami Tezuka, 17 years old, from Hikonishiga, Japan. Van's team rider, one of our vanguards. And I just hold my breath because I just want to see these Smith grinds from Mami. They are just so perfect.
Just mixing it up here. Ooh, frontside feeble around the corner. That's kind of risky.
Well, this is a good run so
far. Slide over the hip. Back Smith.
Perfection.
Nice.
10 seconds. Stay on, Mami. Oh, my gosh.
Nice. Signature Smith grind.
Just everything.
Oh, the side does that. I don't know what we call that. But
that is creativity. That's part of the judging criteria. Be creative. Mami did just that. That was an epic run from Mami Tezuka. That was exactly what she wanted to do. You see, well, that smile is always on her face, but it's just a little bigger after a run like that. What a run from Mami Tezuka.
So that trick we saw, kind of a sideways disaster up the extension. Very few people do it. It's weird to sort of shift your thinking into a different plane right there, and it can go bad. That could be very dangerous. And to have that at the end of the run was like, probably going to put her in first place. Yes.
You're right. 81.83 for Mami Tezuka. And I love that. That's a classic mini ramp trick that you do on an extension, but she actually had to travel into it. So it
all kinds of things could go wrong there.
All right, so we have a new leader with Mami Tezuka. Sakura Yosozumi has to be fired up from what she just saw. So Sakura, one of the most technical skaters in the field today.
Now right there, that seems like, oh no. Yeah, everyone is pushing the limits of how far they can turn to get their line through here. And even though this course is somewhat sticky because it's new, you can only push it so far. And so right there, she was so focused on the line that she was turning too sharply and she slid out.
A harsh slam for Sakura Yosozumi. Medical crew on hand has been, bam, on it. I mean, when the skaters hit the pavement, they're standing on them. Are you okay? Right there, they saw Sakura get right back up. Kokona Hiraki, she knows what this pavement feels like. You see the bandage on her face. She is a warrior, a tough skater at age 11, and a master at that trick right there.
So comfortable. Now right here, she's got a trick on every wall. Even right there, just lean the tail. It still counts for a lot. And this frontside nose grind around the corner.
Jeez.
And then to come out and go backside over this hip. As simple as that looks, that is a difficult routine. Oh,
get it!
Look at that.
No!
Like I said,
we want it. The crowd wants it.
She's got that crail slide into the kickflip. Like, she's already set herself up for one of the hardest lines. She has to slow down to do it. But I think she's going to make this. Probably the next run. Such a textbook nose grind with a nollie in.
Can I just have that trick? Can I somehow borrow it or buy it? Like, how do I get that nose grind?
You got to learn to pop in like that. That's it. That's the whole trick.
She makes it look so easy. And again, you see the 73.53. That's a proper score for an unfinished run. So if she gets that kickflip and potentially gets one more trick, we could be looking at a new leader. Let's go down to the deck. Chris, Dune, Pastris, and the Alex White on the call.
Thank you, boys. Yeah, so Alex, we have 2 runs in the books. Thoughts on what we've seen so far?
It's been a great exchange. We're expecting Kokona to take it out, but right now we got Mami in the lead. My pick is in the lead right now with an 83, followed up by Poppy Star Olsen.
What do you think it takes with Mami's skating? Why is she scoring so high? She's got an 81.
She's grinding block around the coping, and she's doing super technical tricks, and she's getting air, and she's just nailing it.
And what adjustments does the rest of the field need to make to catch up to Mami?
They're going to have to watch what she's doing, and they're going to have to grind farther and go higher.
Amazing. And that, speaking of which, we are going to get right back into the action. Quijano Ogawa is in for the 3rd run. Let's call it, Alex.
All right, Quijano's over there with the invert on the big wall. Transferring it over.
Stakes so high with this being our World Championships.
Quijano staying smooth.
Oh, the Smith grind lip. Sick. I love that one. Like a curb trick.
And gap up to lip slide. And she nails the blunt slide in. Oh, and hangs up on the frontside feeble again. Wow. That's been cursing her so far in this contest.
Yeah, scores she's going to want to work to beat right now, 57.77 and a 49. So Quijano's definitely going to try to put it all together for a 4th run.
Yeah.
The crowd is pumped. She's giving it her all.
And Quijano's only 17 years old, too. So a lot of these skaters are so young here. We're all teenagers except for Lizzie Armanta, who's 26.
Isn't it strange that Lizzie is a vet? She's fairly new to my generation, so.
Yeah, vet at 26.
So many new faces.
Yeah, another teenager here at Poppy Star Olsen who's 19 years old. She nailed her first run. She looks like she's doing the same thing right now with the judo air right into the Smith grind. She's stepping up a little bit.
Yeah, and Poppy, nice board slide up the extension, has a 78.97 from her 2nd run. She's trying to best that.
Yeah, Poppy's really stepping up a notch. The invert kick out.
That was amazing.
Poppy is having a day out there. She's getting really good stalefish transfer.
Yes. The back boneless. I love how she's mixing old school for such a young skater.
Poppy is really nailing it today. She's on. And that fast plan.
That was so quick on the fast plan. Love it. Yeah, Poppy.
Another perfect run from Poppy Star Olsen.
The crowd is going wild out here for Poppy, all the way from Newcastle, Australia.
And her mom up there is so excited too. Tama. Yee.
Yeah, her mom is at almost every event here supporting Poppy, so props to the Olsen family for coming out, supporting skateboarding. Yes, and we are awaiting scores, and we're going to watch Cody Tamanaha drop in all the way from Hawaii. You got any insight on Cody?
Cody's got that real smooth surf style, and she's only 15 years old. I mean, this field is so young, and they come from all over. And Cody's getting coached by the one and only Christian Hosoi, so you know he's giving her some good tips.
Yes, we're so stoked. Cody is here ripping and has Hosoi on the deck here joining us, rooting her on. Get him, Cody.
Cody coming around. Big frontside air on the vert wall.
Ah, man, her feet were just hanging on there.
5-0. Can't emphasize how smooth she looks on the board.
Seriously.
She makes it look too easy, Chris.
I love it. Board slide through the corner. Smith grind. Wow, Smith grind revert. This is an amazing run from Cody.
At 15 years old, that she has all these tricks under her belt is unbelievable. Oh!
Wow. Right before the buzzer, but still put it all together there before that fall. Nice work from Cody Tamanaha.
We're seeing like Cody and Kokona at the last 10 seconds. It's on those like little transition tricks that they keep bailing. So if they can just put it together at the end, they're going to nail it.
Yes, and we are going to throw it back up to the booth. So thank you, Alex. We enjoyed all your insights. We appreciate you. And yeah, take it over, Chris and Tony.
Thanks, guys.
Right on. Thank you, Dune and the Alex White. Here we go. Lizzie Armanto. She needs an 81.84 if she wants to get up into the top spot. She finished 2nd place in Paris. She's got momentum, but she's got this one trick right here. Tony?
Not yet. Frontside invert.
I'm not going to watch. You watch. You tell me what happens.
All right. Ooh, nice little nose bonk there. And here we go. She's got it. It is a blunt slide. Oh, that was a good setup.
See, she is
Lizzie will not hold back.
a little frustrated right there.
I'm going to give her credit, though, for just not holding back at all. She was not playing conservative. I thought that she would try to get one run, like in the beginning, just to have something to put her on the board. She's not going to hold back.
And now that I think about it, I don't know if I've ever seen Lizzie not go for it in these events. She's the first woman ever to do the loop on a skateboard, correct?
That is correct.
She's gnarly, and she's got one more run. We'll see what happens. Grace Marhofer now, 16 years old from Cocoa Beach, Florida, currently in 5th place with a 73.07, and she goes down.
She was trying to do a 5.0. She's trying to mix up her run, so you got to give her credit. That usually is a 50-50 right up there, and this time she's trying to go only on her back truck, and it's a little bit more risky.
All right, after making her debut here on the Vans Park Series in 2018 at 17 years old, our current leader here at the Vans Park Series World Championships of Park Skateboarding. This is Mami Tezuka, currently sitting on an 81.83.
There we go. This is the same run we've seen, but I have a feeling she's going to mix it up a little bit.
She's so precise. I mean, every trick is done so proper.
Frontside feeble. She's staying on the edges there. Oh, nice. Backside Smith grind. Feeble kind of over the hip.
Do I even say again how much I like that Smith grind?
And oh, here we go. This was the.
Oh!
That was going to be how she stepped it up. Just trying to do a axle stall up on that logo.
The crowd's loving it. Mami Tezuka right there, currently your leader with an 81.83. Her run before, pretty much flawless. This one just had a
well, that was it.
slam
She
at the
was
end.
building on that last run. She was doing pretty much the same routine, but saving the hardest trick for last, which is risky because you're already so tired, and a trick like that requires a lot of energy, a lot of speed, and as you can see, she just couldn't get her back truck on it, and I think it's just because she was tired.
Well, for those of you watching at home, next time you go skate your local park, set your timer for 40 seconds and skate hard for 40 seconds and see what it feels like.
And then try your hardest trick at the end.
Try your hardest trick at the end. Do what Mami just did. Just see. It's not easy. This is Sakura Yosozumi, Wakayama, Japan. One of 4 skaters representing Japan out of 8 finalists here today.
Now right there, just that backside ollie on the vert wall looks like a basic trick. That is no.
Oh!
Oh, nice 360. Holding on to it, squatting it out. That's the spirit.
The judges noticed the hand.
Oh, that sugar cane is beautiful. Frontside blunt.
There we go. That's
Okay.
Sakura Yosozumi.
The difficulty factor is way higher now.
Well,
That's not going to count.
That last trick
wow.
was right at the end of time. So as you're coming up for your last trick, if time stops, as you're going up towards the coping, they will count that trick. But if you're in the flat, the run's over. So what do you think here, Sakura Yosozumi?
I think that that's going to put her on the podium at the very least. That could be the top scoring run right now, although having to do a recovery like that is going to mark you down. But then these 2 tricks, sugarcane and frontside blunt, one after another, that's the highest difficulty factor we've seen this whole contest.
The judges agree. 85.67. Sakura Yosozumi is your new leader. Wow, what a run. So the judges loving that high-tech approach, you know, and mixing all her tricks up. Now it's up to our youngster, 11 years old, Kokona Hiraki. He's currently in 4th place. Now she needs an 85.67 or better.
She's capable of getting it, especially if she can put this entire run together and do the kickflip at the end. It's almost like she's on autopilot until she gets to that last trick at this point, because she's done this run twice already to the end, but missed the kickflip over the hip. Frontside nose grind.
Here we go. Make it.
And then crail slide into kickflip.
Oh, heartbreaker.
So close. She's got 1 try left.
So now what do? With your 4th run, you get that first trick rebate. do you just try that kickflip on your first trick, or does that kind of set you up for some weirdness going into the final 35 seconds?
I feel like that's just not her flow, is to go straight into a kickflip. So
do you think she's going to stick to that same
run? I predict
run?
that she's going to just stick for that same run, but who knows? Maybe someone will convince her otherwise.
All right, skateboarders, skate fans from around the world, it comes down to this. Fourth and final runs. Who will be our world champion for women's park skating? Take a look at the leaderboard. As it stands now, Sakura Yosozumi, Mami Tezuka, and Poppy Star Olsen will make up the podium, with Sakura in the top spot, 85.67. Tony, will we see a leader change right now? Fourth and final run. No pressure.
If we see the kickflip.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. That's tough. I don't even know if the kickflip would still put her above Sakura, because Sakura just got those 2 bangers at the end.
All right, we're going to go back to the top of the order. 8th place qualifier from yesterday, Quijano Ogawa from Kanagawa, Japan, 18 years old. Will she be our world champion? Here we go. She's got 30 seconds to prove it. Whoa.
Love that Smith grind
2
lip
for 1.
slide. It's good because it mixes her up when she, I was going to say, when she does the lip slide right there, it's not like she's repeating tricks.
Well, that was the run we wanted to see, but unfortunately for Quijano Ogawa, that's it. After about 20 seconds in, she goes down, but a solid effort. Quijano, her highest score, 57.77. It's enough for 7th place. For now, congratulations, just making the finals at the World Championships. That is huge. Talking the best park skaters in the world. Here's one of them, Poppy Star Olsen, currently in 3rd place with an 86.7.
You can see Poppy, I was going to say, Poppy is trying to go higher on this run. You could just see the way she pumped on that first wall. It was like, I am not holding back.
So that
is that a first wall rebate?
That
was not the first wall.
It's first trick rebate. So the pump on the wall, they don't really count that as the quote-unquote wall. So it's really that first trick. So she will get...
That was a 50-50 though, so...
Oh, you're right.
It's questionable.
Oh. Well, now it's up to the judges. We've never seen this discussion before.
Really bending the rules here.
Yeah, I didn't...
I would expect that she doesn't think that was the first wall rebate.
It's almost...
They're going to give it to her.
All right, so the judges had the conversation. They're going to put full 40 seconds on the clock, so that will be a setup for this first big trick. She gets it. It's a World Championships that. A little bit of controversy, Tony, right?
I guess, yeah, sure. I like that board slide transfer. Ooh, landing a little low, but sticking her tail out. Oh, 1-footed invert with very little speed. Lip slide to hang up. She is just forcing these tricks, and even the backside boneless.
10 seconds for Poppy Star.
Oh, missing the tail and lean to tail. She is not going to get off her skateboard. Nice, fast plant. Everything about that last part of the run was sketchy.
I was just going to say, that's the word I was thinking. I like a little bit of sketchy.
Yeah, it was
it's a compliment.
It wasn't that it was sketchy, it was that she didn't have the speed to do those tricks, but she was forcing them out, and that was admirable.
Sometimes sketchiness is good. It makes it exciting. Poppy Star did just that. That's my favorite trick right there.
Right here, the stale fish, and then the boneless one. Barely had enough speed to get her foot on there. Just did it anyway.
That's a scary trick. There's a lot that can happen with your feet. Here we go, Poppy Star Olsen. She will remain in 3rd place for now with an 86.7. There's the crew right there. Jordan Barrett. Yeah, Sheezy. They're not even skating today, but they're here to support. We'd like to see that. Cody Tamanaha currently sitting in 5th place with a 73.20. No need for that first wall rebate. Here we go, 30 seconds left. So far, so good.
So this is the same run we've seen Cody do already. Nice board slide around the corner. Oh, Smith grind revert, big fan.
Switching things up a little bit, adding some difficulty. 10 seconds left.
Feeble to Faggy.
Wow, this is a good run.
Oh, nice one. switch crook of sorts.
Finish strong.
Back lip on the end here. And then air to fakie. Wow. Good run. Into a shove it.
Bonus. Oh, the crowd, the Salt Lake City skate fans going wild. For our skater representing Hawaii, Cody Tamanaha.
That last trick is probably not going to count. Sort of a fakie shove disaster.
That was a
But the rest
really
of it
good
was
run.
solid. Yes, absolutely. It's going to be your best score by far.
We'll see if Cody can get herself up in that top 3 with that run. Was it better than a 74.57?
I think so, yeah. But that Smith grind revert is no joke. And the back lip on that that big wall.
There's Christian Asoy right there, and she does improve, but just not enough to get in the top 3. A solid effort, though. 77.83 for Cody Tamanaha.
So that bumps her up from 5th to 4th.
You know what? 4th place in the world is pretty good. That is pretty good. So congrats to Cody Tamanaha. And here we go. Final chance for Lizzie Armanto.
So Lizzie is going to go first wall rebate of, I'm not sure if they're going to count it. Oh my goodness, invert up the hip.
All right, stay on your board, Lizzie. 30 seconds left. That was an insane start. I'm nervous. 20 seconds.
She was working this out in practice. I saw her working some of these tricks. Wow, frontside invert with no speed up there on top. Nose bonk. She's going to get that blunt here. It's going to happen, Chris.
Do it. Do it.
Here it is.
Oh!
But at least she made it to the end of her run this time. So she only had 3 seconds left. That's going to be her best scoring run. And there was some solid,
the start of that
difficult
run
tricks.
Was wild. There's Indiara Asp right there. No one went home. I tell you, even if you weren't entered in this contest, you're here. Represent women's skateboarding at its best. What a way to... That was one of the tricks of the day so far.
I haven't even seen her attempt that or eye it up yet. So...
Oh, wow. It's silent as we wait for the scores. Lizzie waiting for it. A 68.30. 7th place for Lizzie Armanto. The judges that really want to see that full run.
It was hinging on that blunt slide.
All right. Well, hey, again, 7th place in the world. That's huge. This is the World Championships we're talking about. Grace Hoffer right here, currently in 6th place with a 73.07. 40 seconds on the clock. Let's go.
It's like Grace is setting up for something here. First wall rebate. Oh, slob plant on the logo.
Oh, that's scary. Those logos that we've been seeing around at contests are really cool to look at. It's incredible to watch people try to skate them. But when you walk up and look at them, they're scary. They're sharp. They're slippery. There's not a lot of area.
I got my foot stuck in the one in Paris, rolled my ankle.
Yeah, you tell us firsthand how sketchy those things are. But again, thank you to Vans and thank you to the Utah Sports Commission coming together to build this incredible skate park. And guess what? In 2 hours, it's for you, Salt Lake City, and for the world. Make a trip to Salt Lake. I mean, it's not just about skiing and snowboarding. It's also about skateboarding.
So Grace
and mountain biking, climbing.
Grace is going back for more.
She
wants that slob plant on the logo. Oh, almost had it there.
Hey, you know what? I like to see that. All or nothing right there from Grace Marhofer. She represented Cocoa Beach, Florida well. 73.07.
Oh, now this is skateboarding. She's going back in for more.
Fill it up
Time's
again.
Up. Her run's over.
This will not count except for all of us watching and all the fans here. I want to see this trick made. Why not? Be the hero.
This is skateboarding right here. Oh, so close. I don't think you're going to see someone jump into the bowl after time is up in the Olympics. I'm just projecting that.
Maybe. Never know.
You never know.
So Grace Marhofer, that's going to be it, 4.13. She did have that one solid run, the 73.07. That was enough to get her in 6th place. Congratulations to Grace on just making the finals. Willie Santos is here. All the legends came out. This is awesome. All right. Here we go. No pressure. Mami Tezuka currently in second place with an 81.83. Here we go, Tony. Is this a world championship run?
Oh, going first wall rebate.
Well, that was terrifying.
Axel stall up on the Vans Lego. She did that in Paris almost every time.
Well,
what do you think?
I think she's going again.
Yeah, I think she's going back for it.
Her contest
Nobody
results.
wants to hold back.
Her contest results have just gotten better and better. She got 8th place in Shanghai, 6th place in Montreal, 3rd place in Paris. There's not, you know, from 3rd place, there's not much room above that. 2nd, 1st. Right now, she's sitting in 2nd. 2 skaters after her. So I'm no coach, and I could not do this trick. But if I have my say, I'm saying go back to the logo. Get that Vans 50-50 grind right there.
I think she heard you.
Make it. Here we go, Mami Tezuka.
Oh, nice.
Oh, no.
So close.
Wow, the hard work was done.
Wow.
Go again.
One more.
Crowd knows what they want. They want exactly what we all want, to see this trick made.
They like a bit of anarchy. They like the determination.
This is unscored, unscripted, 100%.
She had that
awesome.
one. She had that one. She just threw a delayed squat on the last part of the transition.
I love Mami Tezuka. She is so awesome.
Here
we go. Make it.
Yes, solid. Oh, look at that lean back. So great.
And her psych, the crowd psych, cats and dogs co-mingling together. That's exactly what we wanted to see.
She doesn't. She just wants her run.
Just keep going. This is a Mami Tezuka
I just wanted
demo.
my run. That's all.
We can't do a rule change. Just give her score this one. Or?
It's all right
That
with
wouldn't
me.
be fair. Maybe next year we'll do a second first wall rebate or something.
Where does it
know.
end, Chris?
All I know is Mami Tezuka is an amazing skateboarder, and as it stands right now, she is the 2nd place skater in the world. They're in Vans Park Series, one of the best female park skaters on the planet right there, Mami Tezuka. And now your current leader. Here we go. 17 years old from Wakayama, Japan. Representing hard, this is Sakura Yosozumi. Here we go, Tony.
Oh, wow. Big spin disaster.
No problem. That was easy for Sakura.
I was going to say, it doesn't even look like she was caring about the first wall rebate, but that was a pretty risky move. So she was using strategy there.
So far, she's beating that 85.67.
Here we go. Nice 360. Last time she bobbled a bit on that landing.
Oh, Sakura looking good. 14 seconds left.
Oh, sugarcane. Here we go. Frontside blunt. How does she stop there to do that? It's so frightening.
The longer you wait, the harder
The longer
it is,
you wait,
right?
the more frightening and the more likely you're going to fall. Oh, that's it. Backside nose blunt revert. Good night.
We're looking at 90s.
That would be the best scoring run by far.
Throwing my paperwork into the air.
That's it.
Because that was a world championship run right there, and only one skateboarder has anything to say about that, and she's coming up next. But before we get there, Tony, this was just technical prowess all day long.
This 360 was only a way to get speed right there. And the sugarcane grind into the frontside blunt stall. That just shows a level of confidence that we're not seeing out here right now.
That was probably the best run I've seen of the year from Sakura. The judges agree, 92.83. We could be looking at a world champion right there.
Wow, starting it off with big spin disaster.
Don't crown her yet, though. We got an 11-year-old also representing Japan, Kokona Hiraki. If anybody can do it, it's Kokona. Here we go.
Oh. Kokona is going to stick with her old run, not using that first wall rebate.
All right, 30 seconds left as we wind it up.
Wow.
Stay on. Go fast. Pack these tricks in.
Go that frontside nose grind, getting way in the corner there.
I think she's going to make the kickflip here. Calling it.
Find out. Looks good. Oh, nice.
5 seconds left.
That's what she came here for right there. Backside air at the end.
Well, she made her run, but was it enough?
No. Not to beat Sakura.
The fireworks from Sakura was just out of control.
It was great to see her stick with that run on all 4 attempts and finally get the last attempt because she got to the kickflip every time.
And let's not forget, she slammed from the top of the coping into the flat yesterday and came back to skate like this. That is a true warrior. Age 11.
Look at that foot adjustment. Caught it, not ideally with her feet, but moved it on her landing. Like, that's the mark of someone that's got it dialed.
Well, she's locked herself in second place with an 83.90. That means your world champion of park skateboarding is Sakura Yosozumi, your 2019 Vans Park Series world champion, and just does it effortlessly. Packed in the most high-tech tricks, flying on backside airs. Sakura Yosozumi soaking it all in. It's almost as if the crowd's in shock of what they just saw. Let's go down to Chris Pastors on the deck.
Thank you, guys. And Sakura, such amazing skateboarding. Thank you and congratulations, our 2019 Women's World Champion. I want you to describe what this win means to you. And we have a translator here.
本当になんかおめでとうございます。で、この勝ちに君にとってどういう感じですか？
次の大会でも、全力を出し切れるように自信がすごいつきました。
Sorry. She said she's really excited about, even though coming up to this point, having been able to win this time and going forward, she's really excited about all that.
And she has been progressing every single event. Tell us about that.
今までのなんかイベントいつも改善してて、それについてちょっと説明してほしいんですけど。
改善？
はい。
いつもの
頑張って。
いつも自分の全力を出し切れるように頑張ってます。
Yeah, so she's doing her best to just put forth her best foot and just keep trying every time.
Amazing. And let's put our hands together for our 2019 Women's World Champion, Sakura Yosozumi. Congratulations, Sakura. Yes, you killed it.
An incredible display of tech sorcery from Sakura Yosozumi. And get this, you top 3, all representing Japan. An incredible finish for our Japanese skateboarders. And what a way to wrap up Vans Park Series for our women. Tony, as we look back as to what we just witnessed, I mean, Mami Tezuka, Kokona Hiraki, Sakura Yosozumi, these are 3 skateboarders that have been pushing hard each and every event and getting better and better at every stop. Where do we go from here with women skating?
You've seen each of them make a podium almost throughout the entire series, but we never saw a full Japanese takeover like we did tonight. And it just shows how focused they are. I mean, they've been improving their skills the whole time. The sky's the limit. Like, they just keep getting better, and the tricks keep getting harder. I mean, that was ramped up to the finals, to the very last run, and that's when we saw the best skating.
Well, and it shows you, too, you know, for anyone representing any other country around the world, when you get behind your athletes, when you get behind your skateboarders, results follow. That's what we just saw. Here's a recap of just an incredible display of skateboarding, starting with Mami Tezuka. What a ripper she is.
Absolutely. And you can't teach the passion either. The fact that these girls were getting up and going after their runs, after it's not going to count, and trying their hardest tricks again and again, that's the kind of heart that you can't just pluck someone and say, you're going to be a skateboarder. That's way more internal. Oh, this right here, that sugar cane into the frontside blunt is awesome.
Well, and it really shows you, I mean, this one shows you what we're looking for. Do your airs big, do your grinds long, fit technical tricks in there, mix old school, new school. That's what all 3 of these skaters did to get themselves in those top 3 spots. And you can't talk about Kokona without talking about the nose grind. I mean,
of course. Well, what Kokona lacks in speed and strength, she makes up for in technical with the nose grinds, with the kick flips. And she was trying that every single run. Finally got on the last one, and that was a celebration.
And forget the future. I mean, it's happening now. Women's skateboarding has reached a level that it's unprecedented. We're seeing it happen right in front of our eyes. Here are your results. Quijano Ogawa 8th, Lizzie Armanto 7th, Grace Maher Hoffer 6th, Cody Tominaha in 5th, Poppy Star Olsen right there in 4th place. But in the top 3 spots, Mami Tezuka, Kokona Hiraki, and your world champion, Sakura Yosozumi